Hmm. I'll tell you what, it's not very active now. It's just you and me. In the 14 minutes, yeah, I don't think anybody came by. So, I gotta get that. Do that online class. I really need to get on that. But I don't know. We'll see. I am going to. I'm going to bake muffins after I wash the dishes. It's been a while for blueberry muffins, and I have blueberries, and I got plenty of organic rye flour. Yeah, you can make things out of pure rye, and it's actually really good. Um, yeah, I thought it might come out kind of weird, but it really did not. I'll tell you one thing: I'd like to make a bread like that. Like if that is out of pure rye, like I really need to find, and not a quick rye either. Something with with yeast and to actually make real bread. Like I have not attempted real bread yet. I have a quick barley bread, um, but it is not at all like bread. Really, it is. Oh, it's almost more like a honey coffee cake. Yeah, that's not bread. it's as crumbly as coffee cake. Um, it's quite good, but yeah, I want to make like a fluffy bread out of using barley and or rye, because with uh, with the rye and the barley, you have gluten but no wheat. So I'm fine with gluten. It's wheat that gets me. And yeah, it's been a little while since my last poo, so I think I can use a little fiber. And I'm gonna eat one of those like as soon as they're cooled off enough. But yeah, right after the dishes, I'm gonna start them because I'm in the mood for some blueberry muffins. Um, Classic rye sandwich bread. Oh, see, they call for King Arthur unbleached bread flour. That's gonna have wheat. Wonder what would happen though if I did just. Yeah, see, this calls for yeast, so yeah, I think it's like that. Well, maybe I'll put barley in place of regular flour, but there's not going to be there's not going to be as much gluten because wheat is by far like the highest in gluten. Um, Barley and rye have like quite a lot less, I think. Um, Less than half. So there could be some structural problems with the bread, in me doing that. But I think that I would, rather than using all rye, um, yeah, where it calls for that bread flour, I'll just use well. You know what? You know what might help some actually is because in place of gluten, what they use a lot is like tapioca starch and stuff. That's like gluten free baking. So if I incorporated some of the gluten free methods, I think that this bread could probably turn out pretty decent. I want to make you know classic rye. That sounds really good. And it'll be JJ's classic rye because it'll be my own recipe. Because I'm gonna tinker with like a lot of like starch and stuff like that. Um, I like talking bacon. Yeah, when I get in the mood to be in the kitchen, I've been putting these dishes off though, and it's like, well, if I want to eat muffins, I got to get this cleaned up. And once again, I had just put away um, that mixing bowl and the muffin tin. Put them down below there in the cupboard, only to be taken out. What, a half an hour later? That's what I mean. Like, wow, I really did not wash dishes for a long time. I can't even tell you how long. Hey. Where are we? Recipes. But yeah. Wonder if I have yeast, it's really old. Like it's no good. I gotta get more. But yeah, we should totally attempt bread. Just keep in mind that this blueberry muffin recipe that that I base this on, it calls for regular wheat flour, and then I just substitute it for pure rye, and it turns out great. So. I don't know. I see that 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 picture on the flour bag, and I'm like, that looks so good. I like some of these gadgets and it's funny, like the household gadgets. There was something about like not sleeping in, or some, prevents you from like sleeping in, and it's so funny because the day that you sent that, I actually did. Um, well, I turned the alarm off and I didn't know it, but then and I did actually fall asleep, and then somehow I woke up, like, and that like never happens. Yeah, because if I fall back asleep and the alarm is not set, like, yeah, you know how I sleep, uh, like a rock. I have a pretty good start on this. Make sure I don't have any more in the living room here. All good, all clear. I just hope I got this. No, I hope it's not starting to chip off. Well, since I tried it, I might as well put it away. This thing takes up a lot of room. Yeah, here I am pulling out what I just put in there. No point. It doesn't need to have a place because muffins are continuously being made. And it is that's a healthy dessert there, babe. Because like rye is pretty good for you. And yeah, 14% of your need for dietary fiber. Have a couple in your on your way, maybe. Good morning. I can really get down with this weather. It's nice now. With getting some rain, getting some sunshine. I think there's supposed to be a thunderstorm. One of the days on the weekend, which I'm quite okay with that. I like thunderstorms. And if it bothers you, you can cuddle me as much as you want. I got flour on the chair. It's yeah. It's Ed's old chair from work. It's convenient having that in the kitchen because when I'm setting up the laptop, and sometimes I will work on my laptop here. It's kind of nice. And this chair can be taken anywhere else in the house too, where a spare chair is needed. It makes a lot of sense, actually. Now, this chair is it needs reupholstered because it's really um, kind of falling apart. So I was thinking that we can get creative with it, and it would be really easy to reupholster this chair because I have these brad nails, and seriously, I can reupholster this thing in probably 15 minutes, and that's all those are is brad nails. Well, it would work. I guarantee it. And it wouldn't look stupid or anything either, because all the brad nails would be underneath the chair. So we can go on Amazon, order whatever we want for material, and it's gonna be really cheap for material. I'm sure to get enough material for this chair. Yeah. Okay, so this is really stupid and petty. I want to tell you, sometimes Karen can be pretty horrible sometimes. Okay, so I was always giving her whatever she wanted for food, however much, what do you want, what do you want me to give you, before the alimony was set up when she was still living here. And she saw me with one of these, it's just plasticware, but they're silver. I think they come from the Dollar Tree. And she asked me where I got it from, and I said, well, it was in the sink, so I washed it up and used it. And she's like, oh, okay, because I bought those, and it was after the event, whatever she bought them for. It was after the fact, and she was that worried about something that was a value of 3 cents. So think about that. Not only did she not have to, pay any of the lot rent, she got handed cash. So she had room and board and cash on the side. My gosh, like. And then she tells me how busy she is now and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that does sound busy. Going to work full time and school part time and um, planning a wedding and all of that at once. And it's kind of like, well, I've been doing that like how long, and there was no reason why she just. And then she had promised me to take care of the house. That if she didn't have to work, that she was going to make the house like spotless. And she kept that up for maybe a week. Became disinterested and just sat around then and didn't help with anything. Yeah, she can be horrible sometimes. I got a reply on a comment that I left a long time ago that was like, right as my divorce, she was my like big crush, and like then she lives in Virginia, probably just like 7 or 8 hours from here, and oh, I used to be so like head over heels over her and stuff, and like so yeah, I told her right when I was going through the divorce, so she's answering back the comment a year and a half later, and I'm just like thinking, wow, like she was the best match, really. I think that I had, before you, and she's nothing, you know. I'm just like realizing she's nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up, with her and see where she's at and stuff. And because yeah, you know, if she's um if she's single, I am going to advise her highly, like, because she was very fetishy, and I'm going to advise her to the highest degree to find a guy that is like really into that too, and yeah, because if she's going through a divorce, I know she ended up getting married. Um, yeah, she can be a hell of a lot happier, with a guy like me, some other guy, that um, yeah, I don't even doesn't even phase me now, like if she was like, I'd be like, oh, that's really ironic though, but yeah, like I want to make sure she understands, and I can help find her a guy, you know. And you know, when you get here, um, you know, we work together on helping people, help them find the best relationships that they can have. It's not going to be like ours, but I think that we can bring a lot of happiness into the world together. Um, yeah, somebody asked me in a comment, what do you do to prevent being like discovered by your colleagues? And I'm like, pretty much nothing at all, really. I'm careful about like what tags I put on things, though. You know, like because I don't want somebody somehow like crossing over from my rafting channel, you know, to find my secret. Somebody that's family and thing is, you know, I do have colleagues that know. You know, like I am pretty used to a good number of people actually know, and they don't treat me weird or anything at all. You know, they really don't. Because the way I explain it to them too, they like I said, Rob, he's hilarious about it because like I said, he starts getting like detailed. He's like, do you like you know, the girls like do, you know, like this or that, you know, like, and does that turn you on and stuff? And I'm like, oh, and I know why he does that. Okay. Because in the drive-through at Wendy's, um, so we were at work, and he's like, "Can I ride to Wendy's and go through the drive-through?" I said, "Sure. You know, let's go on board." And so, yeah, we're going through the drive-through, and I'm kind of leaning back, and he's, you know, yelling, yeah, you know, yelling to the, you know, to the speaker. And he's like, "I'll do your spicy chicken nuggets." And I said, "Rob," I said, "stop being a pervert. You'll do her spicy chicken nuggets." Like, I'm like, what's that? You do anal, and there's little turds, like there's little nuggets in there, and they're spicy. And then we go up to the window for him to hand his card out the window. His face is like beet red and stuff, and there's like tears coming out of his eyes, and like, and I'm just like laughing, like he's like, "I'll get you back, you son of a bitch! Like, I'll get you back." And it's nice because he's on first shift now. He went to first shift for training, and he's been stuck on first shift for like 2 months, and he's not happy about it at all. Oh, and I'll do your lemonade, and I'm like, golden shower. I I wonder if the drive-through girl like her. You'll do her lemonade. Then the next time we went through, he's like, "I'm not saying that anymore." But he's so used to saying it that he's like, "I'll do your." He's like, she's like, I'm like, "Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen." I like the way he talks too. Like it's kind of New York country. like accent and dialect. Yeah, he's from Sherman, New York. Not too far from here. Well, yeah, not too far at all, really. Sherman is half an hour away. You have something you want me to look at? Wait, I got a notification. Let's do this real quick. I'm always smiling when I see like the titles of videos and stuff. You can see it like that, and the ones that I have watched that are really good. I have to check the bookmarks tab because I want to make sure it's saved. That because there was a poem in there that was perfect for our wedding vows, actually, and bookmarks. There we go. I don't think a bookmarked it. See, I gotta import. Let's see if it's there now. Imported from IE. It's a ways back there. I gotta go retrieve it, like, and soon, before it's even further back there. Oh, I should have moved it up. Well, I bookmarked it, and then I ended up resetting my computer, and I figured my bookmarks would be fine. Or I could have moved it into watch later. That one is not as full as the like videos. But it changed the wording around as eternal, but it wasn't. I don't know, because some people get really bent out of shape over this subject. Like I said, other Christians and stuff. I know what passages they're going to come at me with. However, the thing is, it doesn't exempt the possibility. If two agree on it in Christ's name, like it says, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven. That is, like I said, marriages, especially when they were arranged marriages, and many of the Jewish marriages. I got to fart. Many of the Jewish marriages were arranged marriages, and you even look at, in general, the institution of marriage these days. Yes, like couples love each other their whole lives, like and you know, you have, you know, elderly, married couples that I can't tell you how many of them would say, "Whoosh, I'm glad that, you know, yeah, I'm glad that I did this, but I'm glad that I'm not bound to it." You, you know, as far as like death being the end of that, being obligated to and bound to. But however, like when Jesus was talking about that you won't have to be married to anyone, that was welcome news in their ears, you know. And like I said, it really does not rule out the possibility that two could agree on that, and I don't even know that that's really done. um People get so sick of each other, like it's a cruel world out there, what I've been kind of telling you, man, they suck, oh yeah, it's just like the people, all these people on my Facebook. I have so many Facebook friends, and I'm getting, I got so many random, um you know um friend requests, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you do some recreational kayaking. That's kind of, you know, we don't have any mutual friends, like, um, it's like I'm a whitewater paddler and I'm a rafter, Yeah. Okay, so all those people on my Facebook, and for Musasisi, the fundraiser for the children's, um, their education, to pay for the semester. It's like I said, that money is due like late June here, so um, my parents actually are going to help. I was talking to my mother. I broke down crying. I was and I was saying, like, I was talking about that amazing night. Actually, my parents are very aware. I told them what happened, and I said, I'm going in August, like August 5th, and it's like I need her now, like, I mean, I really. And she's like, oh, okay. She knows I gotta go. And while she doesn't know all the details, um oh, I gotta get water. You have water? Be right back. Yeah, it's really good shutting the comments off, because like it does get crazy in there when I have it on, but like if I have it off, somebody can still get through somehow. But yeah, it's like it doesn't get bogged down, um yeah, because that Tyler, he's really he's a really cool guy. I'm talking on Snapchat. Yeah, because I'm glad he got through, because yeah, it's nice to meet him. But he's very fetishy, and he's with his girlfriend who's not into the same thing. And I kind of wonder, though. I mean, it's like, before you go any further, think, here, would you be like a lot happier in a fetishy relationship, where she wants the same things, from him? And I think that's where the real magic lies, is not one just doing it because the other wants it or needs it, No, there's really not, there's not chemistry there. There really is not. Like, that's the way, at least, that it works for me. And I know that that's the way it works for you. But I'm yet to understand the rest of the world and where they're at. But we're the superstars. Yeah. Tyler, he was shocked that I pretty much ended my marriage on grounds of the fetish, actually. And how many people have done that in history? Has it happened before? Or am I the first to do that? And I guarantee we're the first ones to ever do this sort of thing on YouTube. Like I said, we're making history, and yeah, it's going to be impossible to hide because of how active we are. And my reactions to you are so genuine and can't be helped. Yeah, it's just like people saying no one person should ever mean that much to you, and you can't let that happen, this and that. Yeah, but you can see how I am now, like, versus how I'm a lot calmer, about it. I mean, that one night, that guy that was on Messenger from the other plant at work, David Andrews. I don't talk to him anymore, because when I told him the deal that I made with God, he got very like, gotta correct me there, like, and I'm like, dude, just stop, and he wouldn't stop, though. That's the thing. He was so vehemently, like, against what I was telling him that I said, you are not a safe person for Sydney. And I said, and I don't like you any, like what I told you to stop and you wouldn't stop. And, so, I said, that's ridiculous that you wouldn't stop, when I told you over and over. And I'm sick of people. I really, people run me into the ground. People, and I'll tell you what, though, when it came to you, I was a whole different, I got aggressive and but see, Tyler didn't do anything like that, because in fact he being a Catholic, the Catholics are actually they don't really know what they believe, as far as like where relationships and marriages go. and some of them have a rather fairy tale vision of it that way, that but under no grounds of understanding of theology. Roman Catholics do not know theology. They do not know the Bible. I can argue with them with both hands behind my back. And discredit absolutely anything that they try to claim. And yet it affects them not. I don't understand that, because when I got into the first confrontation, and it was not at all a confrontation, this young man that sat behind me in college algebra. I was a Catholic. I was an altar server for like 10 years. And I'm still doing it in college, like right at the very beginning. And he's like, "Oh, so you're Catholic, huh?" I said, yeah, that's right. I'm still an altar server. He's like, yeah, I used to be Catholic, and he's like, "I'd like to talk to you." And, we get coffee and go to the library, and he showed me Catholic doctrine and how it was not in harmony with the Bible. And I'm like, whoa, I definitely trust the Word of God, over these documents that popes put together and stuff, and yeah, that was that. I pretty much immediately when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make these my commitment to Christ alone for my salvation, and I'm not going to the Catholic Church anymore. My family is stubborn, like in a lot of areas too. Like I said, I'm so much different than my family, everyone else. Now, Jimmy, my brother Jimmy in Colorado, which I told you we're definitely going to have to fly out there, and maybe you two can have your birthdays together, because your birthdays are both June 21st. And that's just one birthday. Yeah. So we can have your birthday together privately a lot, but I think you two should celebrate one birthday together, though, since it's the same day. And June 21st is a very lovely time to be out in Colorado. The wildflowers, the snow-capped peaks, and some rafting. Yep, that's when the water's up from the snow melt too. Almost done with these dishes. I'm gonna put a little coffee on. I still have. I'm not gonna drink a lot of coffee, but I want to poop. Yeah. Oh, well, I kind of have to have a bit of coffee with. No, I can have milk in my muffin. Yeah, that's just as good. But yeah, I'm gonna make a little bit of coffee now. But obviously, it's going to be a little bit before I'm eating that one of those delicious blueberry muffins. House is starting to be pretty decent. I killed like all those flies, like, and it's been cooler too, so like, yeah, it's hard to even find one now. But yeah, I'm gonna get this coffee on before it's too late to drink coffee. I was kind of in the mood for a little coffee. Honestly, my schedule rocks. Like how early I get out, like and for some reason it's easier to get up at 3:30 than 4:30. I don't know why. I'm actually less tired. I've been sleeping 7 hours this week. It seems to be doing pretty good. A little bit of yawning. By habit, I put 2 scoops in. It's going to be strong. I don't want to make too much. I like strong coffee. Plenty of creamer, really strong coffee. Yeah, like an espresso with lots of cream. I don't like my coffee sweet, that's for sure, but yeah, like creamy and a little sweet and bitter. Yeah. Clean it with vinegar. turn that. I'm cleaning the stove now. Yeah, I'm using vinegar to clean it. Good natural cleaner. Gracie used to pee up here, and I never used that back burner. I still clean it. I can smell it when I clean it. But all right. I gotta wash my hands. I want regular soap. All right, let's get that coffee. Pima tuning. Tuning Lake. That's that place that I was telling you about, where I had that family camp growing up, and I kind of want to bring back the tradition, being that we are Janickies and all. So Camp Janick, yep, it's coming back, and we're gonna get a nice little cottage or something, like down the road sometime. The most peaceful place. It's great for like berry picking and yeah, especially blueberries. You see, in America, blueberries are a common fruit. In England, I've heard that it's medicine, it's a superfood, and everything, and well, in fact, it is, but it's also a common fruit over here. Like you can buy blueberries any time of the year. They're not that expensive, really. I'll show you. I can get at Aldi a container of them. I ate some of them out of there, but yeah, it was full. And plenty for blueberry muffins. But yeah, one of these is about $4. It's not that bad. And you figure how cheap the rest of my ingredients are. Organic rye flour, like because like that regular like bleached flour is it's so dirt cheap, But yeah, for that organic rye flour, I think it was like maybe like $10 for that. That'll last quite a while. An egg. People complaining about the price of eggs when it's like it's like $1.50 for a dozen at Aldi, and it says sorry, we apologize for the rising prices. Oh no, it was open. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of salt. we're getting there with these blueberry muffins. The oven is heating up. Olive oil in place of vegetable oil. I want to try them with coconut oil. Maybe next time. Coconut makes you poop, I think. And coconut oil is very good for like sweet baked goods. It gives a nice flavor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure coconut. Yeah, and oranges. And it's not really so much about the vitamin C with oranges, but the sugar. There's a high sugar content in oranges, and it's healthier for you because it's a natural sugar. I mean, it is still, people that have to be careful. Yeah, it's not a fix-all or anything like that. So when you drink even straight orange juice with no sugar added, it's still quite a dose of sugar to drink that down. But yeah, sugar, drinking sugar makes me like big time. So I wish I had some. Next time that I go out grocery shopping, I'll get some orange juice and grapefruit juice. It's good for the yeah, it's like there's some kind of pollen or something now because you can like hear my throat's not like clear. Then Fred and Julie were sick, so I should take precautions. Fish oil, good for just about everything, actually. Especially good for your eyes. And your brain. It's fuel for the brain. Brain runs on omega-3s. Garlic. Oh, good. Good for the immune system. Oil of oregano, which does a similar thing for the immune system. Ginseng, good for the mind and the mood. Why not? There. That should be a good cocktail. Okay, so we got 1/3 of a cup olive oil. I smell the muffin mix and the coffee. Oh, them lined up on the counter. Raw milk, 1/3 of a cup. Getting slippery. Ooh. That was not fun. I didn't spill hardly anything, but mix our egg, mix the wet ingredients here. You can come up behind me in the kitchen, wrap your arms around me. All the kitchen towels I have are Christmassy. What you see here? I'm going to add just a little bit more milk because it says to add milk if a little more is needed. This way, actually, I'm going to kind of put a hole in the middle here if I can. That should be good. Yeah, this will make it easier to fold in the blueberries without smushing them. Oh gosh, it spit at me. That's just right. Ultimately, when they are baked, it really doesn't make too much of a difference because the one time I should have to make it easier on myself, add milk because I doubled the recipe and put the dough in the refrigerator, and it was like rock hard, and I just kind of made balls and stuck them down in there, and they baked the same. Like they weren't any different, even though that dough was like it is. It's practically like dough. If you don't add at least a little bit of extra milk. I don't measure blueberries out because 1 cup is not enough. And I eyeball it. That should be about right. I put so many blueberries in there, it almost challenges it structurally. And then my muffin tin's more full, and they come out bigger muffins too. So it's kind of win-win when you put way more blueberries than they call for. It's the way I like it. And I'm sure you will too. These are delish. Okay. for a helping hand. Not that kind of helping hand, but I would love to. We're the only ones that can talk about pooping when we're making food or eating. We've both watched each other pooping while the other was eating. And eating while pooping, I think. Which I think is really cute. This is the hardest part. You can see me really concentrating on it. Oh no, you don't. That's better. That was a safe drop there. Kind of like the turd that comes out when you're standing up from the toilet and it falls, but it lands in the toilet. Lucky shot. Only us. Oh. Alas, they're ready to go in the oven. All right, trusty Google. Be trusty. Set alarm for 15 minutes.
All right, your alarm's set for 5:03 p.m.
The content of the crumb the crumb topping is similar enough that I just use the same bowl. It's got to get rid of the excess and curious about something too. Carbs. Sorry, I'm comparing flour, like gluten-free flour versus rye flour. Yeah, because I was thinking that rye probably has quite a bit higher protein content. Well, it's 3 grams of protein versus gluten-free flour is only 2. Whoa, it's much lower in carbs. 23 grams of carbohydrates, and I notice that when I use rye flour, my blood sugar doesn't crash. In fact, I don't even really have to eat anything else with them. Like a blueberry muffin is a pretty filling like meal, and there's no crash afterwards. I'm making blueberry muffins. Bye now. Set alarm for 15 minutes.
All right, your alarm set for 5:20 p.m.
Hi. The crumb topping went on halfway through about 4 minutes ago. So that means 11 minutes till muffins, but they got to cool down a little. I have a technique that I use to keep them from sticking to not too long after they come out of the oven. I run a knife around the outside edges. But yeah, with that cooking spray, they really don't stick, but that helps them come out nicely. I got a fart. You know that sound. I gotta poop. Mm. Now remember, you will always have this after the stream for keeps. Get a pen and paper and mark the time. 2:15 in. That's a nice view, huh? Did you hear it? Mm. And a lot of smell
came up with that fart while a turd was coming out. It always feels so good too. I love when that happens. Like that like drives me into orgasmic when you do that. Like, oh my gosh, like it's the best. It's not a big load for me, but it's not too bad either. Little one. See, like nobody might even like I gotta be careful though, but yeah, I was like one more time. You have no idea like how bad I just want to like strip down naked and like set something up so I could like squat and poop, like showing everything to you. It's like torturous to like you have to keep it PG-13. But I hope you saw like my butt back there, because like yeah, that view from behind like that like can be really yeah, because I'll be like peeking behind you and giving you kisses on the back of your neck. And you can do the same to me. Messy for a little while. Probably got messy when I was really pushing hard. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my gosh. I have no idea why. Instinctively, I'm thinking video call. YouTube, that was not intentional. Totally unintentional. Especially with it being just you and me in here, it's almost hard to remember that it's not a video call. Washed my towels. I gotta replace that one. It smells so good out here. What you really smell is the I put this is my secret. Nobody else is gonna watch it all the way through, you know. Cloves, ground cloves. The kind of flavor that comes out when you put ground cloves in there, like, I mean, this is a spice that just like, it's so good. I meant to put a touch of vanilla in there too. Yeah, it's like I said, I kind of look at a recipe and I'm like, no, why would you do that? Like, I'm doing this instead. Yeah, because I think it did call for. I can't even remember if it for sure if it called for cinnamon. Yeah, put some spices, you know, in there, and also powdered sugar is good at making it a little more like little crumblies. You know, it kind of dries it out because that's what you want to do is you want to almost make kind of a dough and then really dry it out, dumping a bunch of flour and a bunch of powdered shush. And YouTube poops, sugar is always shush. Yeah, then Chef Jonathan Lonathan, he was making scrambled eggs, and he's like, so you can see here the scrambled eggs, but when we're talking about scrambled eggs, what we're really talking about is Scraggs. Scraggs. Like we should do this. Like see if we can like almost like yeah, because whoever the YouTube pooper that put you know, oh I know who it is. The Things. He's like the best. His videos are so funny, and yeah, because he invented Chef Jonathan Lonathan, and yeah, we should say like, do you want scrambled eggs? You know, and they're like, or somebody said, you know, like, I want scrambled eggs. You know, like, how do you want them scrambled? You know, so what we're really talking about is Scraggs. just see if you can like. That'd be a fun one to get Rob on, but I think I already told him about Scraggs or showed him the video. He has a pretty similar sense of humor too. Keep it clean. Oh, should I do this here real quick? And we still do have to check to verify that they're done. Oh, voila! These are, I think these are the best looking muffins yet. The crumblies are more noticeable as crumblies. Like they turned out like really well this time. Oh, not a fork. It's too much. Toothpick. I think they need about 5 more minutes. 4 by the time I set alarm for 4 minutes.
You got it. Your alarm set for 5:26 p.m.
I'm going to start grinding up some of this other weed. This other weed actually really, it kind of coats my throat. Whereas this other one does not. You can see I got to make another trip here pretty soon. Rob and I are going out to the reservation on Friday. Yeah, I smoked a lot of that other one. It's cheap, very cheap. $40 an ounce. This one's $50 an ounce. We're gonna go halves on an $80 ounce because I do want to have some good stuff on hand. Yeah, this one's got a little more kick to it too. This one really takes away pain. Yeah, this gives you a body high. Whereas to me, I'm so used to smoking that, yeah, you can't even tell a lot of times, especially on that low THC stuff that I was smoking earlier. That was 100% real, by the way. 100% real. How do I fart like that right after I poop? There must be more like on the way down. What do you think? Not saying real soon, but not 3 days from now. Like I have to wait sometimes. I don't know what. It's getting out of my routine, but I eat a lot at work, and I don't eat as much at home. Probably not eating enough on weekends. That might be the problem.
It's got good flavor too. You got to really get it in there, and then like, yeah, it's gonna make you cough at first, but then your throat actually feels soothed. Oh, I'll get there. This alarm okay? A little concerned. Seems like it's been more than 4 minutes. Well, I know, like, it's been a little while to get them a little more done, so actually they should be just about right now. I'm pulling them. Yeah. Those babies are just right. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. So, I would say just about 15 minutes to yum. Which I'm going to take them over by the sink so that they can start to cool off.
Yep. About 10 minutes to yum now. I'm going to have it with a nice glass of milk. Coconut is totally a laxative, by the way. I looked it up. So what you want to do is drink coconut water. It's so good for you too. Like that stuff is so healthy. However, I don't really like the taste of coconut water. I think it's kind of weird. Um, and then they say if it's like good quality stuff, it's pink, and that got really popular. All this like pink coconut water. Have you seen it, babe? Let me know with the like button if you've seen the coconut water. Yeah. Yeah. If you do get a chance, go off on your own a bit. Oh, you have seen. Okay. Yeah, put the like button back because I want to make sure because I'm not sure if you're out then. Yeah, it was a good day to bake too because the house was just a little bit chilly, and it is like really comfortable in here now. It smells good. Like this was a good day to bake. Like I'm so excited about the muffins and oh, I can't wait to make them for you. Oh, they are so good. And that's what I mean. It eats like a meal, too, because like, and there's so much good stuff in there for you, like, because I'm not a big believer that grain is good for you. I don't think it really is. But I think that barley and rye are about the healthiest of the grains, and maybe might I say, being a non-grain believer, um, actually good for you. I think it is. There's some vitamins and minerals in there. Like I said, it's gentle on the blood sugar. You you talked about getting like dizzy before, I think. Like sometimes hit the like button if because you were probably hypoglycemic like me. Shakiness and like lightheadedness when it's maybe after you've had like a lot of sugar and then um, not eat anything for a while, and then like an hour later you get like super hungry, like
because that's how it hits me, is like super hungry. Yeah, I know you're familiar, from your stepdad, what blood sugar stuff is like. But thank God, I don't think I'm any more at risk for diabetes than anybody else. And I've had hypoglycemia like my whole life. I might have been genetically born with it because my sister Lisa has it. I think clearly my mother doesn't. She can eat like some bread in the morning, nothing but like some bread, go to church and come back and be like fine, like when she gets to the house, calmly make herself a sandwich for lunch, you know, like yeah, she's definitely not hypoglycemic if she can do that. Cuz I find that it's the carbs that really do it, like. And um yeah, cuz you know how what they say about potatoes and stuff, but potatoes do not in any way like hurt me as far as blood sugar. The way my body processes potatoes, I am perfectly fine with potatoes. Like they will not cause my blood sugar to crash later. um I think I digest that carbohydrate well. It could be a little Irish in me, you know. Yeah, on my mother's side, I might be Irish. Some, but I'm primarily Slavic and English, actually. Yeah, because the Hillmans, they immigrated to America, when it was the colonies way back. Um, so they've been around for a long time, and there's a lot of history there. I was telling you, too. One of my great 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 uncles was he was like one of three founders of the big city of Youngstown, Ohio. It's a pretty big city. I mean, it's by no means like Pittsburgh or Cleveland or New York City. Yeah. um, but they have a university, and that is in town, and there is a downtown Youngstown, and it's well, it's about the size of Erie. I you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at me. I cannot pronounce the name of that nearest big town. Lisa's Erie is probably about the size of that. Okay, and home of the most bunch of goon um, police officers, idiots. But you know what? They're still going to get the job done. When I am right here talking to you and you hand them the letter, like, and we're all here together, um, maybe write in that letter, put that we've been doing this for since, yeah, uh, that was a really bad time. That blackout, if you will. Um, I started being very telepathic, trip on funny things, and see things that are coming up, so that I can prepare myself. But yeah, I almost went in the crisis center after like a few visions and stuff that kind of leave you a little shaken. Um,
Yeah, you get used to it though. Hey, people dealt with this stuff in the past, didn't they? Look at the time of the disciples and everything they saw and went through, and they got through. Just got to remember that. Honestly, this has to be pleasing to God. They got them all wrong. Look in the New Testament too, the Pharisees, how they were so obsessed with cleanliness. Jesus is like, hey, they wash their hands. Oh, I don't know. What's the big deal? um, yeah, it was never meant to be really. They got it all wrong. The Pharisees, they are the Catholics, essentially. Um, but that's why I said, look who he chose. He chose common people, fishermen. It's like a low ranking job, but a tax collector, and he made it clear that he does choose, like not based, and it has nothing to do with your status in society, or anything like that, but he chooses by the heart, and he, like I said, our hearts are pure, and I'm really glad there's nobody here, because yeah, just things between you and me, that. But yeah, our hearts are pure. We sin from the other parts of us, but not the heart. And he explained it to me, yesterday, actually. Like, a certain sin might be a sin of the heart or a sin of the brain. Like, for example, or the body, or the heart. Like, it's complicated, but it depends on the nature of how it grips a person, basically, whether it is the head or the heart. And so our processes that are all going on, um, there is no sin coming from our hearts. They are reflecting pure light. Um, yeah, yeah. I didn't know what was in store. I looked into your eyes, and like when our eyes met for the first time in a video call, like I knew I was gonna see like some crazy things, and that an angelic like quality about you, and what we are is angelic like miracle workers. I just got told all these things, and when I looked in your eyes, I knew it was all true. And to take away your anxiety, and through the fetish and our sexuality, that we are actually pure in a way that has not been seen. To be basically the new Adam and Eve. And we can't screw this up. We won't.
we've already won. And then it's just carrying it out, you know? That there's a healing in our coming together like that. That is so healing and prepares us to heal people. And having that intimacy together every time it happens. And to coordinate our bodies, eating the same things at the same time, and synchronize our guts, synchronize them completely, and harmonize with the rest of everything that it binds us as one already. That was what all that searching was about, and discontentment in my heart. You know, and there were a lot of fatal flaws out there, you know, things that's not gonna really, like, down the road that's gonna be a problem, or you know, different things, like, you know, where interests like politics are very, you know, like, yeah, it's like, you know what a train wreck that would have been. That Chloe, who was like a boater, and I told you that, like, actually I heard her like talking about pooping, and I noticed her then, you know, and that was back before, um, you know, I so that caused me to notice her. She's really pretty, you know, and I'm out here on the water so much that would be good to have someone with you know, in a relationship that, and she was pretty hippie, would probably be pretty cool with something, but that's not what I needed. Not someone to be cool with it and totally like, oh, that's fine, you know. Mm-mm. No, not me and not you, babe. Mm-mm. That would that would be like, there would be this honeymoon phase, and it would die ultimately. It has to be interlocked into another. Okay, let me check like videos. I know it's getting a little bit late. See where you're at here. Well, I'm glad you are staying up with me. Time to cut the muffins out.
I bagging up the muffins. I got mine in a bowl. This is the kind of muffin you eat out of a bowl. Put a big slab of butter on there. We're going to have a nice milk with that. Right back. You might be signaling me bedtime. I'm checking. Yeah. Bedtime. I got you. And signal me that you're here. It is so good, by the way. Not the greatest light, but my eyes just like yours. I love you, my sleeping angel. Dream of us and bring me into your dream. And maybe you write it down. Maybe write it down. Because unfortunately, I don't remember because, the medication kind of. But see, here's the thing. When you're right next to me, you can wake me up right after a dream because you know when a person's dreaming. You know all the signs of, yeah. And then I get to remember. Okay. And we can do that. Like, I want to know what it's like. Write it down. Keep a diary, maybe. Yeah. I did when I was in the crisis center. Keep a dream journal. And I would love to read it. Read it together. Maybe that's one of the things that we can do in the hotel. You can snuggle and read your dream journal before bed. That'd be great. I love you so much, honey. I am going to see you pretty soon. And God willing, take you home then. But if not too long after. May God bless our rest. And
a restful sleep that prepares us for his work that he has for us. And we thank him for his sacrifice for our sins, that we are forgiven and righteous in his sight. Amen. Good night, my sleeping angel.